I am the God of all flesh. This profound declaration by God serves as an undeniable reminder of his absolute power and authority over all living things. When he speaks of all flesh, he encompasses every form of life. Humans, birds soaring through the heavens, lions ruling the wilderness, and even the smallest creatures crawling on the ground. All creation is under his dominion. From presidents to prime ministers, kings to commoners, no one operates beyond the reach of his sovereign control. The Bible confirms this truth in Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He directs it like a watercourse wherever he pleases. This reveals that no matter how mighty or influential a person may seem, God can redirect their decisions according to his divine will. For believers, this truth is a source of profound comfort and confidence. When faced with challenges or opposition, whether from a difficult boss, an uncooperative colleague, or a formidable obstacle, it's crucial to remember that God's power far exceeds any earthly authority. He can intervene at any moment, change the course of events, and align circumstances to fulfill his perfect plan for your life. Picture this: God preparing a table of blessings for you in the presence of your enemies, not in secret, but openly, so they can witness his favor upon your life. Those who plotted your downfall are left powerless as they watch God exalt you. In some cases, they may even find themselves unknowingly contributing to your success, becoming instruments of God's purpose, like washing the plates after your feast. The God of all flesh is not hindered by time or complexity. Whether you've been struggling with the same issue for years, or facing a situation that seems utterly hopeless, it is never beyond his power to resolve. God specializes in transforming impossibilities into undeniable testimonies of his greatness. Look at the story of Daniel. Thrown unjustly into a den of lions, his fate seemed sealed. But God, in his sovereignty, had already prepared the lions. Before Daniel arrived, God spoke to them, declaring, "Someone is coming, but he is not your food. Wait for those I will send later." When Daniel was cast into the den, the lions remained calm and peaceful, their natural instincts subdued by the authority of their Creator. What appeared to be a death sentence turned into a display of God's miraculous power to save and protect his own. The same God who silenced the lions is at work in your life. No matter how insurmountable your challenges seem, his authority is limitless and his love is unwavering. No enemy can thwart his plans, no obstacle can block his purpose, and no situation is too complicated for him to resolve. Take time to meditate on his greatness and sovereignty. Let the knowledge of his power diminish your fears and quiet your anxieties. Trust in the God of all flesh, for nothing is too difficult for him. Whether you're waiting for a breakthrough, going through uncertainty, or facing opposition, know that he is working all things together for your good. He will lead you through every trial, silence every adversary, and elevate you to victory. Rest in his power, trust in his plan, and watch as he turns every challenge into a testimony of his unparalleled authority and everlasting love. God's sovereignty means that no detail of your life escapes his notice. He knows the battles you face, the burdens you carry, and the obstacles in your path. He is not just aware, he is actively involved, orchestrating events in your favor, even when you cannot see it. His power is not limited by human understanding or natural laws. He can open doors that seem permanently shut, create opportunities where none existed, and provide solutions that defy logic. When faced with adversity, instead of succumbing to fear or despair, choose to place your trust in the God of all flesh. Like the psalmist declares in Psalm 46 verse 10, "Be still and know that I am God." Stillness does not mean inaction. It means a heart posture of confidence and reliance on his unmatched power. In your stillness, You affirm that He is in control, even when the circumstances around you seem chaotic. The Bible is filled with examples of God's intervention on behalf of His people. From the Israelites crossing the Red Sea to David defeating Goliath. These stories remind us that God's power to deliver is unparalleled. When the Israelites stood before the Red Sea with Pharaoh's army closing in, they had no natural way out. But God, the God of all flesh, parted the sea, making a way where there was none. Similarly, David, a young shepherd, faced the giant Goliath, armed only with a sling and 5 stones. Yet, empowered by God, he triumphed over an enemy that appeared invincible. These testimonies are reminders of what God can do in your life. When the odds are against you, remember that God delights in displaying His power through seemingly impossible situations. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same God who delivered Daniel, parted the Red Sea, and empowered David is working in your life right now. So, what should your response be when challenges arise? First, acknowledge His sovereignty. Recognize that no situation is beyond God's control. When you acknowledge Him as the God of all flesh, you are affirming His ultimate authority over your circumstances. Second, seek His guidance. Instead of leaning on your own understanding, bring your concerns to Him in prayer. As James 1 verse 5 reminds us, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. If this message has inspired or uplifted you, consider sharing it with someone who needs encouragement today. Remember to like, subscribe, and help us spread hope and encouragement to others. Thank you for being a part of our journey.